Hello everyone, my name is Serpenter95 and it has been quite some time since my last upload. I can't even remember what my last video was like. And I'm not talking about the Evil Within video I just made, which has a few clips. But yeah, right, it was some Battlefield Hardline clips and gameplay as well. But in any case, this will be a channel update video, because I felt there are a few things that I would like to point out, and well, there are some stuff going on right now, or will going on, or want going on actually. I will try to keep this as short as possible, but knowing myself, it's probably gonna be a long video anyway. But so to kind of like ease it up a little, to not make it like, if it's like 30 minutes and you're like, no, I don't want to watch a video like that's as long like that. What I'm going to do is that in the description below, I will put in several timestamps where which will indicate when I switch to a different topic, and so all these timestamps, they're going to show exactly what I'm going to talk about right there. So if it's something that you are more interested in to hear about than the others, you could just watch that segment of the video. Oh, excuse me. And skip the rest if you wish, or if you just watch it all if you want to. Whatever works for you works for me. But without further ado, let's get to the first point I have in mind of discussion. So to start with a more general update, well, since I haven't really been uploading very much, yeah, I've been busy, quite busy in fact. So mostly with school stuff, but also some side projects that are not related to YouTube, although well, it's mostly school, so that's basically what I'm blaming my lack of activity on, as well as my the way my internet works, but I've already ranted about that previously, so and I'm not going to do it again. So yeah, the uploads have been very slow. There were one or two videos that I was thinking about making, but I ended up not having time to make them, so I just didn't. And there are several videos that I am going to make, but I haven't even started on editing them. Blech. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for a general update. Since, well, I haven't really had time to make videos, basically. Which is as it usually is then, I suppose. Alright, let's talk about my unboxing videos. As you should all know by now, I mainly make unboxing videos where I, well, unbox games that I've gotten. And it has been something that I don't like personally. I don't really enjoy watching videos like that, but for some odd reason I enjoyed making them. I don't really make sense of it. However, there is one thing that I'm just going to let this out now. I'm not going to do those kind of videos anymore. there, I said it, and now everyone is going to unsubscribe, possibly. It's understandable, since that's kind of what my channel have been built around. So yeah, I'm not going to make any unboxing videos from now on. Mainly because, I mean, previously I had fun making them, but as of lately, I haven't really enjoyed making them, and they've also become a more hassle to make than one would expect, since, I mean, you just take out your camera and record yourself, or, well, your hands maybe, opening the stuff, showing what's inside. Well, as I said, I don't really enjoy making them anymore. And the other thing was that the hassle part is, well, the thing is that the camera I use is not really optimal for making videos, and the only reason I'm actually using that camera is because I haven't gotten any other new one, except for the one that is in my phone, but I have too much shit on that thing, so basically there is no room for making any videos, because I can just record for a few minutes and then it will stop, and in fact it will even crash and not saving the whole thing. So yeah, so I've kind of been using a camera that's not really optimal. It has horrible lighting, which you probably have noticed in some of my unboxing videos. Now, another thing to point out is that the batteries for this camera seems to be rather poor, since it can be like a week between a recording, and I have, like, outside of the recording I have not used the camera, and I still need to charge that thing. And like, basically whenever I want to use it I have to charge it, and, well, charge the batteries, and that is kind of annoying. Now, I know you could just say, well, oh, but why don't you just charge them the day before? And, well, that's a good question. Why don't I just do it the day before? And I could, but only if I enjoyed making them. And I realized that that I don't really wanted to make them, and that was when I made a recording of an unboxing video of the Kirat edition for Far Cry 4. I recorded it, and it was dark as hell. You couldn't see anything. It was poorly planned, since I wasn't really sure, like, how to open it and all, and the camera had bad placements. You barely saw anything, and I was freaking tired, and I just wanted to play the game, because I had let's see, I wouldn't really call it a long school day, but I suppose a long day, since, well, first school, then I went to the gym and worked out for around an hour or so, then I picked up the game, and it was, well, I aside from my backpack, I had to basically carry two bags. The one with my gym bag, and then the bag with the game in, and it was a hassle. I was tired when I came home. Excuse me. And it just resulted in a bad video. And now you could say that, oh, but that's just one bad video. You could still make videos. I mean, it's not the end of the world if you screw up once, and that is true, because there was one other unboxing video I screwed up. So, well, I didn't upload it, but then I kind of like moved on, and I continued doing these videos. Now, even if the recording of the Far Cry 4 unboxing was horrible, but even so, I could still make them. But it basically all comes down to the fact that I don't really enjoy making them anymore. So and well, in that case, it doesn't really matter what I do really, because what's the point in making videos I don't enjoy making? And I suppose one other reason that made me reflect upon this is a friend of mine who has a YouTube channel as well, made like a parody video where he unboxed a game, and now he basically did a parody of his previous videos, which also were unboxing videos. But when I first watched that, I immediately thought, well, that's kind of how my videos are, except it made me think because of how the parody was done, and I was starting to think, and I kind of came to the conclusion that, you know, maybe this is kind of, I don't know, I don't want to say stupid, because I know there are people that enjoy watching these videos, and I know some of them are subscribed to the channel, and I'm not the one that is going to say, oh, what you're watching is stupid, but I think you kind of get the point, where I kind of like realized that jeez, I can't even talk. But it made me realize something, and then regardless of if I had watched that video or not, I think I would still come to this conclusion, since, well, what can I say? There's so much I can. No, that's wrong. I mean, there's just no point in making these kind of videos if I don't enjoy them. So yes, the unboxing videos are no longer going to be made. I have no intention of making any more of these videos. But with that being said, I wouldn't say that I've completely outruled making these kind of videos. I don't know. Maybe I just do unboxings of like bigger editions in the future. I don't know. I haven't really set it in stone lately, because I haven't really thought much about my YouTube channel. So, yeah. But for now, don't expect any more unboxing videos, because I just don't feel like making anymore. Oh jeez, that segment was almost 9 minutes. Yeah, I told you this was gonna be a long video. But anyway, moving on. I have some things to say about. Let's see what I have written as my notes: game clips / highlights / montage. And well, as you should be aware, I do quite often, well, not really as of lately, but I do occasionally upload like a random gameplay clip or two. I used to use that crappy old camera, but now I'm basically restricting it to things that I can record with fraps on my PC, or that I can record with like the share function in the PlayStation 4. And personally, I think it has worked out quite fine, and I'm probably going to continue making those videos, because, well, it can be fun to show off some random or crazy or funny or awesome game moments that happen when I play my games. And I lately I've kind of been thinking of like how I should make like just one clip per video, or mash them together in like one highlight reel or montage or whatever. And I've kind of done both. And I don't know, I think the reason why I've kind of thought about this was that after my like highlight reel of Watch Dogs, I don't think it got many views as far as I remember, but I don't know. But something kind of told me that maybe the video length of that video, I think it was 30 or 40 minutes or something like that, kind of like put some people off. So I was thinking, you know, maybe with Far Cry 4, maybe I should just make one video per clip. But judging how many freaking videos I have saved on Far Cry 4, well, it's basically just going to be me spamming out videos that, well, I might as well just mash them together in like one or several highlight reel videos. So yeah, the point of this segment is basically just to say that I'm probably going to make more highlight reels slash montages compared to just making like singular gameplay clips, because while I do want to make as many videos as possible, but I also don't want to spam. That's, well, you kind of see the issue, I suppose. Alright, next point I'd like to discuss are my first impression videos. And so far I have done 3 of those. For Alien Isolation, The Evil Within, and Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. And personally I'm quite happy with those videos. I'm glad to be able to show a game while also talking about some of my opinions that I've gotten from my first impressions with the game. Now I've kind of realized that I think in the past I've said that I'd like to do reviews. However, there are a few issues there. One mainly being that if I want to make reviews, I probably want to go all in, and instead of just capturing some gameplay footage and just slapping my voice on it, I don't know. Somehow I feel like if I should make a review, it would have to be way more professional, so to speak. One other issue I realized that making a review, like even if I made them this in the same way that I make the first impressions video, like even still reviews would probably take much longer to create, since there's a lot of stuff I want to have to be said in the video. And then when I look at my first impressions, well, if that's just my first impressions and those videos can like be 30 minutes or so, how long would a review be? Although I suppose it could be helpful if I like wrote a script that I read. But yeah, I don't know, like I suppose I could like start making reviews instead in the future, but for now I'm probably going to stick with first impressions, since I'm quite happy with that format. And honestly, making a first impressions video doesn't really take as much time as doing a review. There is one thing I like to point out, and that is regarding the video length. I did on my first video of my first impressions of Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, I did get a comment saying that maybe that video was a bit too long. And I checked the length of the video. I think it was 19 minutes or so, and that is the shortest first impressions video I made so far. And And I hadn't really thought about this at all until I got that comment, which made me realize something, and that is the fact that the channels I usually watch, they tend to make quite long videos. Like, it's very rare for most channels I watch these days to make videos that are shorter than 20 minutes. And more often than not, they usually are between 30 and 40 minutes. And some of them can be upwards to 50 minutes or over an hour. So, and now here's the thing. Since I do watch these particular channels quite often, they probably have had some influence on how I make my videos. And while that comment that I talked about earlier made me realize that maybe that's not really a great idea, since there are probably a lot of people that doesn't really watch these channels and mainly stick with channels that make videos that aren't longer than 10 or 20 minutes. And well, this I don't know, this could be an issue. So I would like to ask you guys, and please tell me, like, how long do you think is acceptable for a first impressions video? How long should it be without being far too long and overstaying their welcome? I don't know. But well, what I'm basically going to do is, but I don't know if that will help, because I was thinking that, well, if I wrote some notes and just like go off from them, and possibly some other things that may pop up while I talk. But I know I did that with my first impressions of The Evil Within, and that still was around, excuse me, like 29 minutes or something like that. So even then, they might end up quite long. And I really don't like to write a script and then just read like word for word from the script. I don't know, I don't really like doing that. And don't believe me, you can ask my teachers, because I typically don't. Well, I usually have like a manuscript in my hand or something, but I don't read it word for word. I basically just like ramble on because I kind of have an idea of what I want to say, and if I get unsure, I take a quick glance. But well, yeah, I think you get the point. So, first impressions video will continue. I like making them. Well, I haven't really had time lately, as since I haven't made any of either Far Cry 4 or the beta for Battlefield Hardline. So, yeah, but I do enjoy making them. Only issue right now, I suppose, is video length, but that's why I would like you guys to please tell me what your opinions on video lengths are. So I don't know, hopefully I will be able to work out something that will please both me and the viewers, because, well, you kind of, yeah, you get the point, and I just ramble on too much. Okay, I think that will have to be it. There are some other points I was thinking about bringing up, but looking out how long this video is going to be with everything I've said thus far, yeah, it's just going to get far too long for its own good. And besides, the things I was thinking about isn't really that essential, not for now at least. So those are things that I'm going to bring up at a later date. I am going to say that I'm going to take my lazy ass off and start making at least a few videos that I either have started work on but not yet finished, or that I have thought about making. For right now, it's just highlights of some of the playthroughs for a few games I've played recently. I'm currently working on a sort of like a death montage for my run through Alien Isolation, which is going to feature every single time I was killed by that freaking alien, and that could be fun, I think. And then let's see, some sort of highlight reel for Far Cry 4, because man, I had some crazy moments with that game, I can tell you that right now. And let's see, something, well, some derp videos from Shadow of Mordor as well, but other than that, only major video I can come up or come to think of right now is some sort of like, well, not some sort, but a first impressions video of The Witcher 3 once it's released, because that is a game I'm really looking forward to, and it's I've rarely, no, that's not the word. I've fairly recently finished the first Witcher game, and I quite enjoyed it, and I am going to start on the second game as soon as I'm finished with Shadow of Mordor, and then I'm just going to wait for the third game and be excited about it. But yeah, that game I will make a first impressions video of. I was going to say hopefully, since I didn't really have any time last, with Far Cry 4, but well, school is almost over by the point that game is released, so it shouldn't really be any problem, I think. Besides, those why can't I talk? Well, basically what I was just thinking about said is not really important, so yeah, I'm just going to stop this video before I ramble on way too much, because I have rambled on too much and stuttered on my own words, and I really need to get good with making YouTube videos. But in any case, I will see you guys later for another video. See you.
this fight. Friendly UAV above. Enemy UAV above. Well done, Sentinel.